have it in our 10 o'clock spotlight. And love songs, lottery tickets, hey, the one and only Oldies Hour, Saturday mornings, 9 to noon.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Steve, I not only don't believe these guys are up, but they're chipper here this morning.
Yeah, they're ready to go, my boys. Class starts here probably in an hour, so.
Yeah, man, they're ready. Our conversation with IUP baseball coach Steve Kline and a couple of his ball players, brought to you by Markus and Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Markus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Ready to go, huh? Season number 2.
Yeah, we're ready to go. We got a good schedule ahead. We go down to Pembroke, North Carolina here for this weekend to open up things against the 12th ranked team in the country. So it'll be a good test for our guys to see some different style arms and get us ready for the PSAC. Yeah,
you know, when you're playing ball in Pennsylvania, in Western Pennsylvania, and it's February, you're not getting a whole lot of outdoor time. So getting a team ready is not the easiest thing in the world, is it?
No, it's a lot of moving parts. I mean, we were fortunate. We got to use the bullpen a little bit this year down with Brian Force. Let us go in there and swing it down in his little area. We use not the KCAC, but the field house. But we've been out in the field. I think we've been out in the field about 15 times this year so far since they got back. So the weather's been nice to us. So, you know. But we got out yesterday. We played like a 4-inning game. So it was enjoyable. And the kids are getting to see they get to see the first fly ball actually before we get to wherever we play.
With an actual sky up in front of them. Yes. Wonderful. Who'd you bring us today?
Harrison Pontoli is our second baseman. Markus Cestra, our shortstop. They both were all PSAC last year, and some guys this year. They got regional honors as well this year.
We just wrote the story about you two guys last week. So it's good to meet you both. Just so folks know which one's which. Watching on Facebook and listening on the radio, you don't have to do it like you're the Supremes getting around one microphone. But
this is Markus Cestra,
and I'm Harrison Pontoli.
All right, so you're both second baseman. You're both shortstop. Is there a preference, or do you alternate? How do you do it? How does Coach do it with you?
I prefer shortstop. My freshman year, I came in as a second baseman. An injury happened at third base. I got moved to third base. And then I got moved back to shortstop a couple years later, and now I'm a little bit at third and short this year.
Yeah, Markus, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I came in as a shortstop as well, but, I mean, second base and shortstop, I mean, they're pretty similar, so I'm fine with either one.
Yeah. And you came to IUP. What brought you to IUP? First, where are each of you from?
I'm from Plum, about 50 minutes from here.
Yeah, you're not so far.
Yeah, and I'm from Beaver. In Beaver County, past the airport a little bit.
That's not so far either. So you're used to playing Western PA baseball, huh? Yep. you've been out playing a few games with the snow flurries flying around too.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's good stuff. Coming to play for Coach Kline, I'm sure it's a thrill for both of you to be able to hook up with this guy over here and everything that he brings to the table, huh?
It's truly a blessing. Him coming in last year. This is my 5th year here, so. 3 of my years were without him. So just the culture change that he brought in and the mentality he brought to this team really turned this program around for us.
Yeah. What about you, Harrison?
Yeah, I mean, just the team, the atmosphere, our practices, we just have we grind a lot more. We practice all the time, and we all love it. We love Coach.
Yeah. Coach, the first season for you at IUP, you came in and you had to cobble together some things to get yourself a pretty solid team, and you managed to do that. I'm sure that wasn't the most simple thing to do, to put together a ball club like that just right off the bat.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the kids that were here before, I mean, they just wanted to be accountable and held to higher standards. So when I came here, they were welcoming to me, but it was just the fact that they wanted to play baseball, you know. And if you can just change your mindsets a little bit, you know, the game is, you know, pitching, defense, and timely hitting. It's not who are the best players, the most physical. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's just you have to be in the right spot at the right time. And pitching was a little down last year, you know, when I got here because we didn't get to out and recruit some arms. So we brought a lot more freshmen in this year. But last year, I I think the culture changed a little bit. Accountability. I mean, they went through COVID. They went through some stuff the last couple of years before I got here, and my assistant coaches I have to give credit to. I got some really good coaches the last couple of years. So I got some guys with pro ball experience. So we keep it kind of like a pro ball style practices, and we come. And I told them, it pays to be a winner. So every day at practice, we do competitions. We go at it, and if you lose, you're running or you're doing something. You have to hold yourself accountable for that. But our older kids have been great. Like I said, they haven't drifted off or quit on us, or even last year's guys. They were excited. So we just have to learn how to win, especially at home. You can't lose at home. That's what I try to preach to those guys. Is like when we play here at the ballpark, it's our field. People shouldn't want to come here to Indiana to play. It should be miserable. It's like the KCAC. When you come in there, you're playing against Lombardi's teams. You're going to be in for a fight. So we want that same atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah, the resilience of especially guys that have been here for a few years, having gone through COVID and all the challenges of not even knowing if you're ever going to be able to play baseball again for IUP. I'm sure the two of you, it went through your minds, are we ever going to get on a baseball field again, be able to keep playing ball for IUP? And that can be a scary thing to know that it could all end so quickly. So getting the extended time has to feel pretty good.
Yep. So this is actually my extended year. Harrison has his next year, but I made a late decision last year to take this year, and it truly has been the best decision of my life to do that. Just trying to change the lives of some of the players on my team and just being a good leader to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm planning to come back next year as well, but we're just trying to lead this team and set high standards for them and just win a bunch of games and try to win the PSAC.
Yeah, well, there was a little silent fist bump there from Coach when you said that about coming back next year. The group that you have and that you had coming back last year, now you add in, you said the arms, you added a lot of freshman arms. What's the rest of the team look like to you in terms of getting new guys in, mixing them in with the guys who are remaining?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a good fit. I mean, like I said, I have great leadership. I mean, these kids are huge in the FCA here at the school. But these two have taken the role. Like I said, Markus has moved around in the infield for me. We brought some young some players in too. I brought 3 kids from Florida last year that are improving every year, and I brought 8 pitchers in this year. Next year, I got 5 more pitchers. I got a lot of left-handers coming in. We got some outfielders coming next year to replace some of our guys that are going to be leaving at the end of this year. So, my whole thing is just the pieces of the puzzle. You got to find that people can do the right things and who's a team player more than just the individual type guy. So, like I said, Markus will play some third. He'll play some short. He'll play second. Harry can move all over, so he can play short. But I'm hoping to get rid of some of these guys this year. I hope they both go and play some pro ball by the end of it. And that's what you want. That's your goal for these kids is to let them experience what I got to do.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that can be attractive to a kid about a college program is the opportunity to get looked at, and that's going to happen for your guys. You said you got North Carolina. You're going to make the trip to North Carolina here this weekend. You're going to Florida later in the spring.
Yes, and we go to South Carolina too. So we got a busy schedule coming up. We play some really good teams to get prepared for the PSAC.
Those Florida kids that are up here right now are just shivering like crazy. Getting back to Florida will probably not feel so bad to them for a little bit.
They'll be happy.
Yeah. For folks who haven't been to an IUP baseball game, the facility's wonderful. It's really a nice field. I'm sure it's great to play on, but you'd love to see people come out and watch some IUP baseball too, right?
Yeah, for sure. Just bring your windbreaker.
It's a little bit up on the hill there, but that's okay too. Maybe get a few windblown balls that can clear the fence. That'd be okay by both of you, wouldn't it?
There's definitely a lot of those.
But it would just be great for folks to discover or rediscover IUP baseball and come and see some really good action this spring.
Oh, definitely. We got some. We want to bring out the community a little bit. I think we're going to have a community day on the 15th, and then we got the alumni day on the 22nd, and then the 29th, I believe we have our senior day. It's just good good atmosphere. Like I said, I mean, it's a hidden little gem up there. People can come up, and the more foot traffic we get, the more the kids get excited to play. I mean, last year I think we played a game on Alumni Day last year. We almost had 1,000 people there. So it was, and that's what we want. We want these kids to show their talents in front of their peers and just enjoy playing. Because I mean, last year we tied third, but we finished fifth because of the tie-breaking rules, and that was heartbreaking for us. Just that half a game that we lost, we had our chances to actually change things. But going from 2-35 to 27-22, we were happy, but we weren't happy. We wanted to get in that playoffs. I mean, that's the most important thing. Just that extra baseball you get to play, the experience of that thrill, and that's something that people should want to experience. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, embrace this baseball team. It sounds like it's going to be a really fun year. You guys, I know, are looking forward to it. And these young guys coming in, you showed them what IUP baseball is all about, huh?
Yeah, we sure do. We just try to be the best leaders we can. Like Kline said, we're big into FCAs, so just kind of not pushing that on guys, but I think it's brought us together. This is the closest team I've ever been on. That sounds cliche, but this is truly the closest team I've been on, and I just thank God so much for that every day. He's just blessed us with this great opportunity and this platform to do that.
Terrific stuff. Guys, we wish you the best season, and we're going to see a lot of baseball. We're going to be up there watching. Coach, it really is, looking very promising for 2023.
Well, when you're the bench coach for us, Todd, don't say nothing. You'll be sitting there on the bench with us. We'll let you make some calls. We'll make you run Harry and Markus on a double steal or something.
That's a good plan. I think I could help.
Trust me.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Boomer comes up. He's got CBS Sports a couple of moments away from now, and we're headed toward 8:30. That means Jake should be by, and he'll have a check of news with us. We'll do sports once more, and in our next half hour, a Penns Manor school visit coming. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.